Today with us in this summer edition of the International Handball Goalkeepers podcast is Andy Wolff. Andy's second year here, probably because you like here to be.
Yes, for sure.
Tell me, what do you think about the project and how do you feel in your mission?
I really like the project because for me it's a great opportunity to give something back. You know, what I have learned throughout my career, and when people help me and still helping me, I can give it to the next generation. It's really also refreshing because you're reminded of where you come from, you know, because I remember when I was a kid and someone like that played third league, second league, first league, you know, like semi-professional, professional, I sucked every word in my mind, you know. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it's like God talking to Moses. It's like, oh yeah, I will do what you say. I will try to improve. And it's similar here. They're so grateful that you help them, and there's so much energy and so much good spirit, you know. There's such a good mood all the time, and there are so many nice people around here, even you.
even journalists.
It's just a great time, and really it doesn't feel like working. It's just like some holidays with friends, you know.
Yeah. Okay. You came here 4 or 5 days after the second loss of the final of the Champions League, and probably people thinking, no, he doesn't want to speak and to think about handball for a month. He will go to Maldives to rest and to do I don't know what. But you're here in the hall, in the gym, with the kids 9 years old, 10 years old, and still find time to have fun, but let's say not typical type of post-season.
Yeah, but it's because I love handball, you know. For me, it's like also I have colleagues that are like, oh, why? For example, we play a game of Polish league or something, and afterwards it's Bundesliga, and I start to watch Bundesliga because I'm so excited for handball, you know. And they're like, hey, why are you watching the game? Just leave it alone for the moment. I'm like, no, I just love watching handball, you know. I love to speak about the sport. I love to speak about the game, and it's constantly in my mind. Of course, the loss is heartbreaking. It's the second time in a row that we lost the final. By now, we could sit here and I could be like 2 times Champions League winner, but it's not like this, you know. This is sport. Like how many times I've won a game and some other guy was heartbroken, you know. It's just how our sport is, and we have to develop. We have to just make a check mark behind the last season. We have to think about like what was missing, that we couldn't win all of our titles, and then we have to start from starting from August to focus to be in the Final Four another time, and this time try to be successful.
What Talent said to you after the I remember this first changing room speech after the first final, but after the second, how it was, and it was different or not? How was emotion? It was something like we will back again, or you were
At this time it was a little bit different because there was fewer focus on what happened on the court because of the tragic circumstances. And therefore, you know, like the atmosphere was not fully focused just on the sport loss, because there are things in life that are more important than sport, even when it is our life. But of course, he spoke and he said, "I'm so proud of you guys. You made a great season, another great season," and he was also really upset, of course, and really sad, but. Yeah, of course, we immediately said the same like last year. We're gonna stand up back again, and we will not give up to chase our dreams to win the Champions League with this team.
I think that you mentioned Mirza Jomba, who lost how many finals before he won it.
The Talent told us. I honestly, I didn't check it if it's true or not.
Yeah, he lost against with Zagreb against Barca, and then with West Brom against Magdeburg, so probably it's 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, like that Talent said is that he lost 6 finals in a row, and then finally he won the 7th. Of course, I hope that one day I will win the Champions League, but I really hope it's not the 7th final in a row, and that I lose 6 times. I think that at one point you just go insane, but. Yeah, we are just at 2 final losses now, 2 times in a row. As I said, we'll fight back, and next year we're going to be in a final. When we're in the final, we're going to start the game, and we'll be like, no, we don't lose, we win, and we don't change our mind. You know, we are still we will never do it. We will not play for not losing the game. We will always play to win the game. You know, I think it doesn't sound like a big of a difference, but it is.
Yeah.
And I think our mentality is strong, especially, of course, Talent will will give us the direction where we have to go. And with his mind, with his the character, as I said, we will keep our character and we will move on forward and we will try to win every game next season.
Okay. A global handball community, as you probably know, we are all worried about Kielce, about future Kielce, and these past months and these future months we are, and this sign when Bertu Serva said that he will resign or he resigned, probably many people ask you, what do you think, what will happen, how do you feel, did you see your future in Kielce and so on, how do you feel, what is your mind in the moment?
Honestly, I don't really think too much about my future, my situation, because I just enjoy the vacation here, and it's a nice time, and I think there's enough time after the break to take care of stuff. But the other reason why I don't really think too much about it is because I feel really secure. I know Bertolt resigned. I'm not 100% sure about the reasons. I didn't also see what was communicated in the media, so I really cannot say or tell too much because I also don't know too much. Of course, for me, it's a big loss for our sport. For me personally, it's a big loss of a great human. Okay, loss is a little bit too much maybe, because I hope that he would still be around, maybe not as much as he was all the time now for 10 years in our sport. But he's this kind of guy that if I had some problem, I still could call him anytime, and he will give me his advice. He will give me some kind words and his wisdom. And I think with Kielce, we fought back this season, even we were struggling, and we still follow the same path. We'll all go together. The handball community in Kielce is really strong. The people are really strong with us. Our fans are amazing. And therefore the sponsors as well got our back, and I hope that the turbulences that we had in the past season stay in the past season, and that my future for at least the next 5 years is in Kielce, and that we're going to be successful there.
Great message to the fans. Okay, and
they deserve it.
And the last question, I will not ask you who is the most underrated player, as we made some joke about that in past days, but I will ask you who was the best goalkeepers in the season behind us?
Well, that's so difficult to judge because many goalkeepers played great. Of course, Niklas Sandin won the Excellence Award. He played a fantastic Bundesliga season. He was really good in the World Cup. Gonzalo Vargas de Perez is always to count up. Emil Nielsen played, for no one's surprise, a really good season. Corrales played a good season. Zupara played a really good season. Mike Jensen played a really good Champions League season for sure. And Portner had also some amazing games, had some clutch saves, especially of course against us in the final. And they're like, I think right now we have a really good and strong level in goalkeepers, and there were many colleagues, Palika, Green, both played amazingly and are a big reason why Paris played such a great handball throughout this season. And I think that the level of goalkeepers is really high at the moment, and there are still players like Victor, who had a lot of injuries in this season. Their full potential just still to tap in. David Speth is a upcoming youngster who's already setting up marks, even his young age. That I'm pretty sure that once I retire, hopefully be a goalkeeper coach, that there are many talents that I hopefully can assist.
Yeah. Okay, I wish you, for the next year, I wish you Olympic summer.
Thank you.
If not, see you in Omiš for the third time, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much.